What if I told you that losing energy after 60 is not inevitable? What if the fatigue, the weaker mornings, the fading confidence, what if none of that is actually required by biology? And what if men figured this out over 2,000 years ago? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might completely change how you think about aging. Let's start with something honest. Most men don't fear getting older. They fear becoming irrelevant. They fear waking up tired. They fear slower bodies. They fear the moment they realize they can't do what they used to. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens quietly. First, energy dips. Then motivation fades. Then confidence follows. Doctors often shrug and say, "That's just aging." Testosterone drops, muscle mass decreases, circulation weakens, and yes, those changes are real. But here's the part no one talks about. Decline is not automatic. It's accelerated by how you live. Ancient cultures understood this deeply, especially the Greeks. They didn't accept weakness as destiny. They studied vitality as a skill. Greek warriors were still active on battlefields in their 70s. Philosophers stayed mentally sharp into advanced age. Olympic competitors trained long past what modern society considers prime. They didn't have hormone clinics. They didn't have supplements. They had food, discipline, and understanding of the human body. And that brings us to something fascinating. Greek medicine wasn't based on pills. It was based on balance. They believed the body functioned through interconnected systems: circulation, digestion, nerve signaling, and hormonal flow. If one system weakened, everything else followed. Modern science now confirms this. Low energy isn't just fatigue. It's reduced blood flow. It's unstable blood sugar. It's poor nutrient absorption. It's disrupted hormone signaling. These systems rise or fall together. Here's where it gets interesting. Greek physicians noticed that certain foods, when eaten together, produced effects far stronger than when eaten alone. Not magic, synergy. Today we call this nutrient interaction. One food enhances absorption, another supports circulation, another stabilizes energy. Individually, they help. Together, they transform. And this is where the ancient three-food formula enters the story. Before we talk about the formula, we need to address the elephant in the room. Modern men are overfed and undernourished. Calories are everywhere. Nutrients are not. Processed foods dominate shelves. Sugar spikes blood glucose. Refined carbs drain energy. Stress hormones stay elevated. Meanwhile, sleep quality drops. Movement decreases. Inflammation rises. So men reach for quick fixes, energy drinks, testosterone boosters, prescription hormones. But here's the problem. Synthetic solutions bypass the body's natural regulation systems. They force outcomes instead of supporting processes. That's why side effects appear. That's why results fade. Ancient approaches worked differently. They fed the system. They strengthened circulation, nerves, metabolism, and hormonal signaling at the same time. The Greek Vitality Blend uses 3 basic whole foods, not exotic, not expensive, but extremely specific in form and preparation. Let's break them down. 1. Raw honey. Raw honey provides immediate usable energy, but more importantly, it supports nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide relaxes blood vessels. That means better circulation. Better circulation means more oxygen to muscles, more nutrients to organs, better nerve signaling, stronger morning responsiveness. Raw honey also contains trace minerals like zinc and magnesium, both linked to testosterone support. Processed honey loses most of this. Raw matters. 2. Raw almonds. Almonds provide sustained energy and structural nutrients. They're rich in vitamin E, magnesium, zinc, and healthy fats. They also contain arginine, an amino acid your body uses to produce nitric oxide. Translation: almonds help keep blood vessels open. They also support hormone production and cellular repair. But roasting damages these compounds. Raw almonds preserve them. 3. Fresh figs. Figs do something unique. They stabilize blood sugar and improve nutrient absorption. They provide potassium, fiber, and natural glucose. This prevents energy crashes. It also helps your body actually use the honey in almonds instead of wasting them. Fresh figs matter. Dried figs spike sugar too aggressively. Here's what happens when these 3 foods meet. Honey delivers fast energy. Almonds provide slow-release fuel and hormonal support. Figs regulate absorption and glucose balance. So your body receives immediate vitality, sustained stamina, improved circulation, better nutrient uptake, hormonal support. Not artificially, naturally. This is what modern nutrition calls a metabolic synergy. Instead of stimulating one system, you support all of them. That's why ancient athletes used this before competitions. That's why older men relied on it for longevity. And that's why it still matters today. Most people fail here. They mix random amounts. They eat it after meals. They rush. Ancient preparation was deliberate. The traditional method: 2 tablespoons of raw honey, 10 raw almonds, 2 medium fresh figs. Chop the almonds, dice the figs, combine with honey. Let it sit at room temperature for about 30 minutes. This allows enzymatic blending, then consume on an empty stomach, roughly 45 minutes before breakfast. Why empty stomach? Because insulin sensitivity is highest in the morning, because absorption is stronger, because circulation is naturally rising after waking. Schedule: first week, daily. Second week, every other day. Third week onward, 3 times per week. More is not better. If your body responds normally, here's what many men report. Week 1, noticeable energy list. Week 2, stronger morning responses. Week 3, improved libido and motivation. Week 4, endurance and confidence rise. Not because of stimulation, because systems are repairing. This is slow power, real power. This isn't really about honey, or almonds, or figs. It's about how you treat your body after 60. Most men try to reclaim youth. The wiser men build resilience. They focus on circulation, sleep, movement, nutrition, stress regulation. They stop chasing shortcuts. They start supporting foundations. And something remarkable happens. They don't feel younger. They feel stable, capable, present. That's the real goal. Not performance, presence. Our ancestors walked more. They ate whole foods. They had sunlight exposure. They slept in alignment with circadian rhythms. Today, we sit, we scroll, we snack, we stress. Then we wonder why vitality fades. It's not age, it's environment. The formula works best when paired with daily walking, adequate sleep, moderate resistance training, hydration, reduced sugar. No miracle, just alignment. Let me speak directly to you. Your value does not expire. Your strength is not gone. Your nervous system is listening to how you live. Every small habit compounds. Every choice sends signals. You don't need to dominate aging. You need to cooperate with your biology. Feed it, move it, respect it, and it responds. So here's what I invite you to do. Don't chase youth. Build vitality. Start with simple things. Support circulation. Eat intentionally. Move daily. And remember this: aging doesn't steal masculinity. Disconnection does. Reconnect to your body. Reconnect to your rhythm. And you'll discover something powerful. It was never about staying young. It was about staying alive inside. And that's a journey we'll keep exploring together.